There is so much happening in the transportation industry right now. Talk to me about the current profitability of this line of business.
Sure. So when we look at things on a domestic level, commercial transportation has habitually been a loss leader in terms of the market. Though the trends seem to be improving in 2021, the combined ratio is going to land at a 101.8, which is about an 8-point improvement over 2020, which we attribute mainly to a reduction in frequency loss trends as traffic densities have decreased in the COVID environment.
Interesting. Rick, what are you seeing? You're in a different part of the country than us. What are you seeing on a day-to-day basis in terms of just general profitability of the markets that you work with?
We're still seeing rates increase. Markets looking for ways to gather more intel and figure out ways that they can write more business at the rates that they need. Technology is certainly coming into play with different markets that are figuring out the cameras, ELDs, GPS, the latest technology that's out there, ways to gather the intel and the day-to-day operations and figure out how they can better run their fleets and track driver trends. And recently I was approached by a company that's looking to get more applications out there in terms of fleet business and reward the good drivers, but also education. It's really about driver education and driver awareness.
Yeah, I think that we're going to see some uptick in losses just as trials and courts are back in session. With things being shut down with COVID, I feel like there's some delays in getting some of those losses resolved. And so, it could affect it good and bad with high reserves that maybe pay out the lower limit. That would be, the ideal situation. But I think that there are some delays, and especially in certain areas. And I think that we'll see some of that come through this year, which I have a feeling will hurt our loss ratios because things will be finally paid out.
Talk to me about this trend of loss costs continuing to accelerate over time.
Absolutely. The term we're using in the industry is social inflation, and that is the context to which people value claims and what they're worth. And we're seeing almost parabolic increases that are far accelerating the rate increases we're able to get relative to the risk. So the concern is if the loss costs are outpacing our ability to bring in additional rate to cover those costs, then we have a reduction in margin, and it continues to make the underwriting environment challenging.